Yeah!
Hey.
And welcome to the super fun, awesome, happy time pedal show. I'm Gabor.
Hey, welcome. I'm Alex, and this is our friend Nick.
Hey.
Special guest from Midnight Amplification Devices, showing us some of his pedals today. Thanks for being here, Nick.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. What have we got today?
The Sonic Violence with a boost as well in it. So, yeah.
Awesome.
Very excited.
So we should quickly mention we're going into a Stereotone OTS Mini 20, which is kind of like a Dumble kind of vibe, sort of clean sort of thing, into an ISO cab with a Celestian greenback. Yeah. Cool. Let's go from there. So Nick, tell us about the Sonic Violence.
So this was originally conceived when, I think I was up late one night and I couldn't go to, I think, Buddy Guy or something like that in Melbourne. And I was like, I really want to make something that it's like biblical, like it looks like authoritative and crushing as well. And yeah, that's kind of how the Sonic Violence came about. And I just really wanted something super heavy and, pretty contrasting to Buddy Guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but initially
the opposite of Buddy Guy.
Exactly. But initially the first ones were black with just silver text, and it was all acid etched, which gave it this really worn look. And they all had depth switching capacitor here instead of the boost circuit, so you could choose how much bass you'd want in the circuit or whatever. But I found that after a while, not only was it tedious, but I guess when you turn, when you run it all the way open, there's not a lot of difference between all the capacitor selections. So
okay.
I found that instead I'm just going to add more volume. So
why not?
The boost actually adds, I think it's close to 25 dB of boost.
Yeah, it definitely...
It's a lot.
A lot, yeah.
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 When you want to crush someone with a chorus or a lead section, that's what it's there for.
Back to the Future, Marty McFly style.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so we've got... on the normal side, we've got master, filter, and gain. So filter is kind of like on a Rat, whereas it's the opposite, so it's... all the way counterclockwise, it's all the way open, and then you close it as you're going clockwise, basically, yeah.
So essentially, it's notched and you're just sweeping through.
Okay.
Yeah. I find that it's super usable everywhere, as opposed to, as we were saying earlier, with a big muff or that kind of tone stack.
Well, there's sort of only somewhere.
Yeah, there's like a small window of usable tones, I find personally, and I think there's a lot of people out there that agree, whereas this style of filter tone stack is more usable across the sweep. So, yeah.
Cool. Well, let's have a listen. So, clean sound of some of my Elvis Costello Jazzmaster. With Nick Briley pickups in it. All right, let's crank it. So let's try the filter sweep. And now let's get ready for this.
It converts, it's a little hard.
I think Alex's computer just blew up.
I guess that's what we're aiming for.
That's a big boost. That's a very big boost.
I think, the reason why it boosts straight away and like at the off position is because no matter what, when you step on that, you want the boost. I think like to have it not boost at all would be kind of strange. So yeah, it kind of starts at like the 25% mark as opposed to 0.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Okay.
So yeah, there's a lot of headroom and gain to it though.
All right, let's try humbuckers.
Yeah.
Switch. Probably should have tuned a little earlier.
Tuning's for weak people. All right, let's crank it. sound so quiet with it off.
Yeah.
That's a huge gain boost, and it goes very, very, very high up.
Yeah.
You're saying the gain, the boost can be
Independent.
separate to the
Yeah,
drive?
yeah, you can use it separately. So.
To really drive your
Yeah.
amp very heavily. Cool, no, that sounds great. That sounds awesome. Do you want to have a fiddle, Alex?
Sure. How are we going to do this?
Guitars everywhere, people everywhere.
Yeah.
This is probably not what it's designed for, but I might turn the gain down just to see what happens.
Sounded pretty cool.
Yeah.
Move the gain down.
Still like rock and roll land.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Tuning is for,
Yeah. It's not cool.
prog rock people.
Yeah.
Anyway, might go back to your guitar.
Lose them over there. I mean, being single coil is a big difference, but
Yeah.
I crank things. Okay, so let's get the filter all the way off, crank it, and boost. I like that. That's great. That's awesome. Sounds great. That's definitely high gain.
Yeah, definitely. It's pretty much the only one that I offer that kind of really does the high gain thing like that. The rest are more fuzz. This does the distortion grind thing. However, I find that when these interact together a lot. So as you kind of punch the master a bit harder, the filter, you can take it down a lot lower into the more mufflier sound, and you still get a lot of bite to it.
Okay.
Whereas when you take the master back, you don't get as much bite.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Cool.
yeah.
Awesome. Very nice.
Thanks.
All right, so that's the Sonic Violence. If you want to find out more about Nick's pedals and Midnight Amplification devices, there's a link to his website and probably Facebook page and all that stuff below in the description. Also, while you're clicking on links, why not click on the link to our Facebook page and like it as well, which is underneath us in the description as well. And there's this big red button that says subscribe somewhere around us. So make sure to hit that. Click it, subscribe to our channel, and the more people subscribe, the more cool stuff we can do, the more builders we can invite over.
Exactly.
Once we hit a million subscribers or something like that, we can fly them all into Australia
Pedal
and they
party.
can all come. Big pedal party. So keep subscribing, and yeah, stay tuned for more demos and probably some more stuff from Nick. Yeah, and that's about it, isn't it?
I think so.
Cool. Thanks for coming, Nick,
Thanks for having me.
and thanks for watching, guys. See yous.